As soon as the storm hit, I got on a virtual emergency operations center through the state and looked at the damage and was just overwhelmed with what I was getting on there, and also from what I was getting from the media reports and people emailing me. It's been a while since we've had a catastrophic tornado in Indiana like this. As president of the Indiana VOAD, my role is to help manage the volunteer, the donation issues, and help the town and the surrounding communities figure out how to handle that influx of people wanting to volunteer and the donations. We got that set up very quickly. In addition, some of the extension educators were handing out educational material to people about trying to recover from the tornado. This town's going to survive. This town's going to come back. The people of the United States are just phenomenal about helping out. I'm humbled and overwhelmed when I go back to where we're keeping the volunteers at night for lodging. These hard-working people, they care. Purdue University is totally involved in this disaster recovery, and it's going to take, typically with a tornado, it takes 6 months to 12 months to get to where we say we're back to a new normal, and we'll never actually totally recover, but we'll be here until the end. We're not going to stop disasters. They're going to happen. It's part of nature. It's part of man's interface with nature. What we can do is, as communities, be better prepared to help our communities survive. And that's why we try to set up COADs, community organizations active in disaster. And if you're a community leader, a faith-based leader, a civic leader, any of that, find out if you can start a COAD, or if you have one, and get involved and bring your resources to that COAD so they can help plan for the next disaster.
On March 2, we had devastating tornado come through the county. The folks from Purdue Extension called in, and we got Steve and you folks down here rolling. In the midst of responding, we actually began the first phase or first step in trying to get a grasp and get our arms around recovery.
I think we're so much further along than maybe some of the other efforts, simply because of the organization that we have had.
We just simply really just resolved to the fact that, hey, we're overwhelmed. Purdue, we need help. You folks came in, kind of became the tip of the spear for us. We had many volunteers. They had not been solicited, if you will, and we had to get control of that situation.
We have been in doing debris cleanup from the very beginning in all of those counties, and then doing, starting with the rebuild now. And the effort that's been made from the very beginning is amazing. Of course, when you saw it at the beginning and everything was just torn apart, and you think, how is this ever going to get back?
So by the fact that the folks from Purdue come in and helped us, you guys were boots on the ground, and we just we didn't let you go because you were every step of the way with us, but we just kind of stepped back and said, let the people who know what the heck they're doing go do it. Life is getting back to as close to normal. Again, like I said, there's a lot of tragedy and death and injury that occurred here in this community. It's a close-knit community, but the students are back in their school.
When you go out and you drive on the roads, you start to see houses being rebuilt, you see people out again, and it's just such a joy.
Henryville is in full recovery mode. That would have probably been a drastic slowdown if not for the first 24 hours with the assistance coming in.
We feel like that's been simply because of the organization from the very beginning. Truly amazing.